recording, since we'll be getting some info that might be valuable to folks later. Is the sound better now? It went back, huh? It improved, then it.
Well, I personally could make do with the way it is. I don't know if everybody else. It's not perfect, but I could make do with it.
I wonder what it would do with the ukulele.
Yeah, play your uke.
Is that your saying shut up and play?
We might hear some pretty radical Irish stuff coming out here.
Oh.
Well, that sounded okay.
Well, I am. What I want to do is try to figure this out. There's no problem on my end that I can ascertain.
Can you try unplugging and plugging the microphone again like you did?
Wow. Okay. How about now? Any improvements? I see that they've totally changed all their settings in the past like 2 days. So I'm gonna have to start over. Somebody shake their head. Daryl, I see you. Is there any difference there now?
Yeah,
you still have a little echo, but
yeah, it's still doubled. Yeah,
but it's it's kind of like talking over the phone. I mean, for me it would probably work. I don't know about everyone else, but I think we could make do with it.
Okay. Did you notice the difference? I turned on the original sound went off. I didn't know if that made a difference. Well, we'll make do. My belief is that the audio quality is going to be perfect on video. So I'm hoping that, and if not, we'll figure out a way. Sure, you get your Celtic ukulele money's worth. Since there is a sound issue, you could go ahead and do. That'll make it easier. And just make sure you're muted there. Yeah. Whoever's name, my dog has fleas. Please mute your uke. Go. I'll mute you. Never mind. Okay. I've got a lot of questions. I know we've got these sound issues. I'm hoping the video stuff is going to work out. I'm going to just kind of go down the list of some things, but I've gotten a bunch of questions about sound and about the ukulele resource page, or asking things that the answers will be there. So I just want to do a screen share with you all and take you into. That's the wrong screen share. I swear it is that day for me. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to start with the Celtic ukulele resources here, and yes, they make me log in just like you. The password is full 2020 Celtic. And it's been mailed out to you. But here we go. Sorry about that. So on this page, you should be seeing that, and there is kind of a syllabus thing here. The videos occur here. I'm embedding them now. So that's class 3. This is class 4. Class 5 will be right here next week. Tomorrow. In perpetuity. And we've got some you can check these things. The MP3s are probably going to remain static, but like I just added a new PDF for Britches Full of Stitches that we'll be looking at today in class. I also you can poke around. This is where that beginner-friendly version of the Desmond polka is with the lower octave right here. So this page is your friend. It's got more tunes than we are going to come close to playing this. But this should be your go-to place. I sent this out for you to copy and print and have. So you should have this sheet that's got everything in it. So I'm gonna out of the share for a second and make sure, see if there's any questions with the ukulele resource page. We're good. Okay. The next thing I wanna share is our sound slice page. Just make sure I've had quite a few questions just about how it works. And I've gone over it before, but it's new technology for a lot of us, and I think it's good to go over. And here this comes, and that's just the basic page here. If I wanted to get in tune, let's say like a Desmond polka, for instance. If you don't remember kind of how this works, then you may be overwhelmed by the visuals of everything. If there were one to know, it's in the bottom right-hand corner, and it's the settings icon, and that can change the look of this really quickly. And so I can change the size of everything. But the main thing, I could, like, if I were a note reader, I'd just get rid of all of the tab by clicking on this low tab icon here. And it has two kinds of tab, one with rhythm and one with just the numbers. Now I might keep those chord pictures there and get rid of the tab, though, that goes with it. And now I have a much more manageable visual. Something that could be really cool is, let's say I'm working on this second part, harmony 1, we'll say, and I only want that. Now I can really zoom it and get that. I'll still hear everything else, but I'll only see that, and it'll make it a little clearer, I think, in a lot of ways. And I can go back and I can see as many parts as I want to see. And that solo button gives you that. And know that people born before a certain year have it in their DNA how to do all this stuff, or after a certain year. And I think those born before the main thing is, when in doubt, click on something. And so that's going to give you there's this horizontal view can be really great, where now it'll just scroll from left to right, and this play with counting will give you a count on whatever. It'll give you a measure or count with a beautiful full count that I'm not sure if Will Ferrell was flown in to play the cow, but that's what I imagine. There's that. If there were another button, it would be the speaker icon. So in the lower right, there's the settings, keyboard picture, fretboard picture, metronome, and speaker icon. That controls what you hear. And so if I were playing Harmony 1, I might look at the whole thing, but only hear this part. And so um, I might want to hear what it sounds like with the melody. And I might want to play with the mix of it. It's really interactive. I could add other parts. I could even change the sound of the instruments. Go back to just hearing the melody. Lots of possibilities here with this. And I just imagine that nobody has not found this button, but the beats per minute button is a huge help as far as speeding up or slowing down to your comfort zone for that. So just wanted to make sure we kind of got that. While I'm in this mode, are there any questions anybody has? If there are, just unmute and shout it out. No? Okay. We're good with that. All right. And I appreciate all of the I appreciate people reaching out and letting me know that they need some help. I'm getting some. I'll try to figure this thing out. I'm so sorry that there's some sketchiness. Okay. That's one thing. Another thing I want to look at, and we'll do a screen share for this as well, is this part. So this full of stitches. We've got a couple parts, and we got this first position way of playing it, which is phenomenal. It's great, and there's nothing wrong with tremendous. And if I could lower it if you want to see the right hand. In different ways. Different ways to get around with that. But I've had some people very curious about this. This version of it, and at the 7th position, which means my finger is living at the 7th fret, and from there, so there's a G here, there's a G here, G. Same sounds, slightly tones because it's a different string, but just get. So for some of you, you may not be ready to jump up to the 7th fret, or maybe something new to you, but there's a lot of value in it for a few reasons. One, you get the shapes, the scales. And now this G scale is shaped just like the C major scale. That's pretty viable. And that B part. Right there. And first finger on the 7th. I don't use the 2nd finger, 3rd finger on the 9th, 4th finger on that one note on the 10th fret. If you wanted to see this, and I put on the new page. Hold on. I don't know why that's showing up. I'm telling you, there's something in the air. There we go. Okay. So for those that want this, it's a lot of visual information, but just showed. So there's a notation G A B G G da 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 da. There's the tablature 7th fret, 9th, 7th, 9th, yeah. But here is one for the first finger. First finger, the index finger on your left hand. First, third, first, third, first, third. And this just gives you the finger for that. I tend to just say, play with your first finger, the 7th fret, and then it's pretty logical where you would go from there. In get this, I'm just going to go and show you. That's on the resource page now. I'll stop the share, but just to see that again, I think the question that people are really asking is, how do I get my finger to play all these notes on the 7th fret? And I mean, there's a couple ways. Where you really stay on the pad and you're moving that finger. I would not play it that way. I would be G, A, and just collapse. So you're in, I could play that G with the tip. I'll play it in the right. Sorry. So I have that. So basic, I don't have to bar the whole thing, but barring 2 strings is advantageous for this tune. And if that's not something you're able to do, to bar, and I always tell people just to make sure that second knuckle higher than your first knuckle, and that will help you. I see people try to bar like this, all kinds of weird ways, and you don't have to do. And sometimes I see people think that they have to play bar it all continuously, and I'd highly recommend not doing that. Cool. Any questions with that? No, it's Mercury retrograde. I've got Mercury in my chart. And in my river. That's makes it even worse. Okay. We got that. And so I wanna explain why a person might want to play this here. And that so that if it's playing, let's say, Bridge Stitches by itself, works great here. Awesome. If I'm playing Bally Desmond Polka, then I'm getting all over the place. But I'm really kind of in here. And then up here. This makes gives me away. If I were playing both, I'll put it like that was twice to the A. I'm right there to go into Valley Desmond polka. I don't have to move. And then coming out of that, so it's a little pre-thought to get to work together. All right. I'm going to try a whole other approach here, because I don't know if how my video is doing. Is anybody up to the challenge of playing a part in any of the parts for either Bridges Full of Stitches or Bassman Polka?
What do you want us to do?
It's getting quiet.
What is it you asked? You want us to play?
Well, Kevin, yeah, probably.
Oh, that problem again. Got to turn. Yeah. Yeah, Polk.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Well, I was gonna. Yeah, I would like to play. I would like to play the B part of that Bally Desmond. And in the process of doing that, I'm not sure I'm playing that the way you have it tabbed out. I kind of worked out my own tab on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you may be playing the same way. I tried to do that. Let me just play that for a second. That's my version of that B part. And what I did there, you can tell me if that works, if that's reasonable or not. I tried to take my fingers on that second position. So it's like that. And I don't ever hit those open strings. So I'm playing that G, and I'm playing that G scale. And the neat thing about that G scale right there is you don't ever have to get any one of your four fingers off of those spots at all. And you can pick up that, you can get that 16th that you can deaden that, and then you got that little finger right ready for that A string right there.
Yeah, that's a great way to play it. And like I say, I try to tab with open strings because people, especially beginners, want that. But there is an argument to be made that if read all the notes, there's more consistency, the tone, and the sound. And yeah, that sounds great. Can you play the A section and play both?
The A section, the A section. I'm playing it up there where, let's see. I'm playing that up there. Yeah, I play that up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna since I've got you. I would love for you to play A B B, and part of the reason for this is that we play with you. And let's get one iteration through this tune. Are you up for that challenge? And I'll mute you.
How many times am I going to play it? Play one A, one B, or play it twice?
It's always A B in this music.
I will try it, but what I haven't done so far is got very efficient with that pick is where I would like to get.
Yeah.
Because that once I miss a note with that pick, then I'm off. I'm gone.
Try playing it just a bit slower.
All right. Let me just, I'll try it that way. See, I lost it right there. Let me try it one more time. Okay. Well, that's about all I've got.
Where's the applause button?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. And that's the unlike some kinds of music, you're just like trying to play the right notes. This you're also remember the structure and the frivolity goes along around this music can be very distracting. Um, and just counting it is harder to think, and
It is.
a necessary part of it. So I want
One other thing,
work on
one more comment, Kevin. Try, I played that. I did not try to read and play that. I was playing that from memory, and trying to get it down to memory. What I did first was I tried to hum it. I'm humming it as I'm picking the notes. That helped me with the memory process.
Absolutely, yeah. I find the same thing. And then if your fingers aren't playing it, you keep humming it. And
Right. Yep.
you get that voice and the finger kind of brain movement. Yeah, awesome, man.
Right.
Thanks a bunch. All right. How about who's our next victim?
I'll do it.
Oh, Satya, thank you.
Maybe and I'm gonna do Harmony 2 on Bowie Desmond, and I'm still trying to find the strings, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, here we go. Can you all hear me? You can hear me okay? Okay.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Beautiful, Satya. And yeah, this is really the best way to get the most.
Did you I did a hammer on that 1/16 note in that.
Yeah. Yes. Cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's something we'll get into once we get a little bit more. We want to get the cake tasting a little before we really start talking about the icing too much. That's great. Now for both of you two, the challenge is to then play A, and especially for the group, it'll be harder than you think. It's with teaching music. I see all the time where people just do this, and just like you're reading or you do like your math homework, You start at the top of the page. You go down, get the bottom page. You're done. What's next? Music just isn't that way. So we want to kind of keep it cycling, and it's
Wait, Kevin, will you say that again? Is it AABBA?
no, just AABB. That would be, yeah. So you played it one time. AABB is one time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Yes. That's
hold
AABB.
on.
Yes.
I have no idea. Um, and AABB is one time. So AABB times.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
yeah, we could dance all night with that. Yeah. It's wonderful to get to hear you guys. And I think since your sound is working better than mine, this is a good thing. Oh, Susanna, come on down. I have to say that she lives in Burbank.
I do.
I know. Did you ever go to the Price is Right?
Did I ever go to The Price is Right? Hell no.
Oh no. Okay. Good for you. Me either.
No. I'm not a game show person.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I
Since
had
I
really
work in
good
business,
taco
I
sauce.
tend not to like to go when I'm not working. But I'm not working anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah. There was a really good Mexican place in Burbank.
In where?
Burbank.
Yeah, Mucho Mas.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
There's a few here.
Yeah. It was really.
Nice. Okay.
What are you gonna be playing for us?
I'm going to do the melody of Britches Full of Stitches.
Awesome. And lay it out for us what we're gonna hear.
All right. So I'm confused on the A's and the B's. So
Okay.
I'll play. There's an A with a repeat, so there's two A's.
Huh?
There's a B with a repeat, so there's two B's.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that enough?
That one time. That's the minimum you could play it.
You just played the song.
That's once.
Okay.
Yeah.
A. Okay.
Which is about 30 seconds of music.
I'm
but-
not going to play it fast.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's where we're going. So it's good for us to know. If you can count it in, more power to.
All right.
These kinds maybe like one,
I can't snap my fingers. I'm too old.
two. You
Da.
don't have to snap, but I'm just counting it for you. If
Can you hear this? 1,
Sure.
2, 1, 2. No, wait a minute. Bum, 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 bum. A, G, A, B, B, D, 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 E, E, D, 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 A, B, G, A, G, I, E, D, D. Okay, second time.
Susanna,
What?
I'm gonna step in for a second.
Fine. Can you
I
hear me?
think so. On the Ballyman polka, the B section starts.
I'm
there.
not on Ballyman Polka.
I know you're not, but your hand is. On this one, we'd be at the fifth.
Okay, but I learned it down here.
Okay.
I actually learned it down there. I'll
Okay.
learn it up there too,
Okay.
but not for this week.
That's a heck of a challenge to move it far, but okay.
But I think it would be nice eventually to go 1, then 2, and then 3. Anyway, I learned it down there. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Try.
What?
You want to try?
Wait, why? I can't hear what you said.
Do you want to try it again?
Try it again.
Oh, on the B?
Whole thing.
Ah, all right. Whatever you like. All right. One, two, three, go. Oh no, don't. One, two, three, go. Bye. Now I'm going way up here. Sort of.
Yeah. I love it. There's a lot of creativity in taking it all the way up there. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
But I know where those notes are now, so I think I was working on Valley Desmond Polka way up there, and I just automatically was, because I learned where the notes are. When I was working on this, I just went there.
Cool.
But I know those notes now.
Yeah. It's a great tool for learning fretboard. Um,
Yeah.
who else has the unbridled veracity to share a serious sound on ukulele? All right, Dina, come on down. Also from California, please unmute yourself. You're muted, Dina.
Now I'm unmuted.
Let me hear
So
you.
I was just saying that I will play something, but I'm also having a lot of trouble hearing you.
Okay,
I can hear everybody else really well, but I'm having trouble hearing you.
If
So
we've learned anything today, it's that everyone's having trouble hearing me.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to play the melody on Valley Desmond. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Very nice. Good.
Beautiful. Yeah, nice to hear. And in the same challenge going forward, and I promise to have my sound fixed. And I have changed nothing, so I don't know what's going. But in the meantime, it's great to have you in the sound in the same channel for you, Dina. We A maybe even A just for good luck. To keep that flowing and just used to playing more. It's kind of like going from running 1 mile to running 2 miles. And it's different for the brain to remember the tune multiple times and really good. I would play, but I think it would be the tonal quality to be so lacking. Let me see if
So somebody else needs to jump in.
I don't know. I just changed the directionality of my mic. I can't imagine it makes that much difference. Uh,
Kevin, I'm finding it
do you
much
have
better.
any other takers here?
I can try Bally Desmond Polka Harmony 1. We haven't played that yet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Let me find you in here and bring you to the forefront. Great.
And I'm gonna try this with Sound Slice. We'll have a little bit of a count in. And I'm gonna do 80 in case anybody is paying attention to metronomes. And I'm not used to this part, so I'm gonna give it a try.
As always, excellent.
Yeah, beautiful. Sounding great. And again, I think it's like I think that Bally Desmond Polka, it could be a hit song. But I think we're gonna have to like do the chorus more than once, so that everybody can be singing along. If my sound is improved, somebody said that it has. Polk, is it any better for you?
Yeah, it's good. You flipped something. You did something with your mic there. Just you flipped something and it helped.
Check the mic directionality. Let me play. Let me play some stuff for you. And since this Bally Desmond is so much fun. You know what? I do this. This is I'm gonna take it just a wee bit slower. And I'm going to really try to, know me. If you don't know me, you're fixing to, as we say here in text. I like to push things a little bit. So what I'd like to is play Britches Full of Stitches, A, B, B, Bally Desmond Polka, A, B, B, and see what happens. See what happens there. So I'll give you a counting, and I'll do it with sound slice. So you'll get two. I'm slowed down. That Christine was playing at 88. This is 7 beats per minute. So hang on, and if you don't get lost, then I'm not challenging you quite enough yet. And I'm gonna get back over here, make sure, in case anybody okay. All right, and here we go. Bridges full of stitches, and I'm gonna do my best to play it in 7th position and see what happens. I'll probably be a venture of sort. 1, 2. Now the sound waves. So that's I was hoping that you would have. Let's see if this works. I got the count in and the music didn't play. 1, 2. right. So that is I
Not too
believe,
bad for an old guitar player.
who you calling old? I feel like it's today. So putting these two together, this is the first time we've done a medley in the semester, but it's a really fun thing to do. And I know I haven't seen if we have Laureline is not with us today. It was such a who had danced the Ballet Desmond polka at a young time of life, but the that song, to let you know, in many of his tunes, there's like a Ballet Desmond polka 1, Ballet Desmond polka 2, Ballet Desmond polka 3. And I believe this is the most common one. When somebody just plays the Ballet Desmond polka, it's this one, but this is number 2. And sometimes it gets into a thing, a session where somebody else number 1 or number 3 or number 2 or 2, and they all think of it just as a song, but many of them have variations, and the dancers would know 1, 2, and 3, and they'd have the dance would change with each one, and they'd be played as a set together. So just throwing that out there. Notice.
Would that work?
What's that?
Would that work because they both have the same? Would that work only because they have the same time signature and in the same key? That makes sense.
That sounds like Gary. There you go. Yeah. So you mean combining them? Is that question? Is that why it works?
Yeah.
That certainly is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And at first that makes it useful, and that's why I want to have about us in the 7th to 10th position there, and put bridges, full stitches there, so those two would go together, because this is if you're coming from here to here, that's quite a journey, and it can slow down the music. The creativity that gets involved in putting these mashups of sorts, these medleys together. I've heard key changes, I've heard time changes, and sometimes it's 3 polkas in a row, but for the most part, the polkas stay with polkas, and those are all 2/4. But it wouldn't necessarily have to stay in the same key, and that can be kind of interesting. The reels and jigs often combine, and that's a cool sound. We're going from 4 to 6 to 4, something like that, and oftentimes I had this Guitar Pro to do it this way, but it would probably be like bridges full of stitches. If we had a gig, let's say, and we're going to play this, or we're going to go down to the pub and put these two together, we'd probably play bridges full of stitches 3 times, and then play Ballet Desmond polka times. But there'd be go right into it after the 3rd time. So it's a lot of keeping track, a lot of counting, and that's kind of part of the fun of it, and part of the challenge. Rather than going AABB on bridges and then AAB, it wouldn't toggle back and forth between the tunes. It would do one tune a few times, then go a new tune, then go another tune, and usually they're in 3s. You hear them. Yeah. Let's try. So I'm figuring out, and I'm so apologetic for whatever's going on. And like I said, I promise I'll figure out what the problem is. Let's try it again, and I'm gonna play or attempt play a diff heart. So I'll do the same exact configure here on Guitar Pro, and after that actually play some chords. So you can get a feel for hearing that, and then we'll call it. I think we should call it a night, unless anybody has anything. Okay. So here I go. Some chords. I may stray from the rhythms that are on here. Bridges Full of Stitches, A, A, B, B. Desmond Polka, A, A, B, B. And here we go. 1, 2. And the chords are, to me, kind of like the closest thing in the melody harmony sec to the heartbeat of it all. When you don't have the driving rhythms of the percussion instruments there, but it really can add quite a bit. Any questions?
I have a question.
Closing arguments? Okay, yes.
No, you know what? It might be in the video, which I will go back and look at, but Sasha did the hammer-ons, and when I just was fiddling around with this, I found some nice place to put hammer-ons. Did you talk about that? I'm also doing a Del Rey class, so I'm getting a little
right.
fingers messed up. Was it you that talked about hammer-ons?
I've not talked about any ornamentation yet because.
Okay, all right, but I liked it.
No, it's really cool, and it's the kind of thing, smoke them if you got them. You can do some, play around with it. If you can't do them, then what's the point? And the thing is, if you can't do a hammer on, some of the things you could practice, like with this G scale here, is just kind of taking kind of C to D, B to D. And the pull-off is the thing that I think really. These little ornaments, I think this is where the tablature could vary so widely because there'd be different places. Different instruments have different fiddles, mandolins. Those instruments are like whole step, half step kind of hammer on some puffs.
So like once we memorize,
maybe like in the third,
then we can begin to make it our own. Right?
A major third every once in a while, but not very often. The pipes are doing minor thirds, major thirds, fifths. These kind of bigger jumps, which is a whole different thing, is easiest done with open string, or that open string is part of. but we can get into that. I want to get us more solid with the time and the tunes, and the picking as well. And then we can, like I said, we can work on the cake, get cake pretty solid, and then that kind of stuff is just the icing. I noticed I was putting them in. I don't know why. It's just kind of like wherever you can. Instead. Similar
like,
to or something like that. It's like those kinds of things. It's
all right.
sometimes written into the music. Most of the time, it's just the bare tune, and you don't even recognize it because, like the way a fiddle plays, there's like 8 notes in the first bar, and the fiddle plays like 16 notes. So you're like, what's going on? Without they're just, it's so ornamental. But
So,
that's
Kevin,
not really art, I don't think.
Kevin,
But everybody's got a different background, different things they can do with their fingers. We can start to just look for a place where your fingers can do it. But if you're still really thinking about pick direction and just trying to, I think more important to get the tune, and then you get to a point where you play the tune so well that a part of the brain can think about something else. That's my 2 cents worth. And thank you for bearing with it. This is just it's the way I like to roll, as they say. So I think I want to. This is going to be my shtick here. I think like Craig Shee has got this. He likes the high up camera, everybody holding shot, and that kind of deal. But I think my thing is I would love for everybody to unmute and there we go. And let me go back to a gallery view here and unmute and play a G chord. And just one loud G chord, one time with all the stuff.
Stop.
I'm going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll call that. Great to hear you. Great to hear you. I'll touch with my team. We're off next week, and so I'll see you in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, no class next week, and it'll be 2 weeks. So you got time to get this going, and we'll do to the Morrison's jig in 2 weeks.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, Tasha. Bye, Dina.
Bye.
Bye. Nice one, boy. Okay.